There's a creaky place in the attic of my dad's shed that I've grown far too familiar with. Over the past 6 years, it's been my physical escape from the world that I live in. I had just turned 12 years old when my father died. He left behind 2 computer companies, 4 children, and 1 distressed wife. Though my father was a genius in technology, he wasn't the best at reasoning. My family never had medical or life insurance because it was too expensive. So every day when my father would climb 500 feet Wi-Fi towers, he wasn't just risking his life. He was risking ours as well, and that's exactly what happened. His death wasn't something that we anticipated. It was abrupt and tragic, a freak accident. He had been dismantling a tower when a guy wire snapped, causing it to collapse on top of him. We went from being a normal middle-class family to foraging for quarters on the couch, quite literally. It was donations that helped pay for my father's funeral, and now, over 6 years later, we still haven't been able to afford a tombstone for his grave. We all changed after that. Everyone became more serious, and my mother became more absent. I talked less, observed more, and hid my pain. I never had a chance to cry or grieve because I had to be strong. No one besides me even knew what was happening or had time to realize that I wasn't who I used to be. It was just the 2 of us, me and my mother, since my sister was off at college on scholarship and my brothers were married and had their own problems. My mother wasn't here mentally, nor did she want to be here physically, and that scared the hell out of me. It was up to me to cook meals and pay bills. I even had to learn how to do her job for the company, as far as sending out invoices, posting checks, and answering phones. My brothers tried to keep the business running so that my father's death wouldn't be in vain. But year over year, we lost more customers than we were bringing in, and the income was hardly anything to support their families. At the beginning of 2014, after 5 years of trial and stress over the business, my mother finally left it to start working for a temp agency, now making $10 an hour. She's much happier now, but we still live paycheck by paycheck and struggle to catch up with our bills. If my father had life insurance, we wouldn't have had to struggle like we have. You see, death in a family, it's not just one event, it's more of a chain reaction. At 16 years old, I experienced rock bottom and I tried to take my life because of my environmental stresses, but now I'm more motivated and more aware than I've ever been. I know that by surviving this, I have the ability to overcome anything. Little petty problems become irrelevant once you've experienced far greater adversities. I'm the person that I am today because of the challenges that I've endured. My family doesn't have the funds to send me off to college, so it's up to me to get things done. I'm humble enough to realize that I can't do this all on my own. I have to seek opportunities to make a better life for myself. I'm proud to define myself as a girl who confronted trial, survived, and is in pursuit of greater things. I'm applying to your scholarship to fight for the opportunity to make a new life for myself. Driven by my past and motivated by my future, I'm choosing to take my goals and make them more than just reality. I choose to create the life that my dad would have wanted for me.